Hey everyone, welcome back to World of Warcraft Classic Fresh and our Orc Hunter. I appreciate you joining me today, and I hope you are all doing well. Today, we are taking on the Badlands once again. We've still got plenty of wildlife to cull, and we've got some stone shards to collect. Let's start by turning in our quest for Broken Alliances first, and then we'll head out and get back to work.
Loktar, strength for the Horde.
And it looks like we've got a follow-up to this as well. Use the Sign of Earth to activate the pillars of Diamond, Opal, and Amethyst. Okay then. I suppose these are going to be atop the some of the mountain ranges nearby. What do we get in return for this? Wow, there's a mail piece that has 23 spirit on it. That's kind of crazy. Oh my god, and there's also a leather piece that has 23 agility on it. Yeah, that is our new chest piece, for sure. I don't know if this is going to be an elite level quest. Oh yeah, and it's red as well. So we might have to leave this one alone for the time being. But we'll hold on to it. Our quest log is getting kind of full though, so we might have to drop it just temporarily while we wait for that to become green. Let's head back out. We are playing during prime time, unfortunately. It was something that I really wanted to avoid, just because getting these lesser elementals has been quite rough. But we're going to give it a shot. We're passing by this area now, so... Yeah, of course, as soon as we try to tag one, we're always just barely too late, unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunately this quest, it just might not be possible, which is really frustrating because there are quite a few parts to this quest line. I think there's like 2 other parts after this involving higher level elementals to kill, and I feel like those parts will probably be a little bit easier to manage. I don't think they'll be as crowded. We've gotten lucky with a couple of them so far. These normal rock elementals, unfortunately, aren't going to give us the shards that we need. And the shards are not guaranteed to drop either. Yeah, oh my god, we actually haven't picked up a single one that we actually need, I think, from these lesser ones. There's the rock elemental shards, which are for the reagent run. And then there's the small stone shards, which are for the quest that you can only get from these lesser elementals. We just picked up our first one. So yeah, this is going to be tough, and it's going to sit in our inventory too for the whole time. We're actually getting pretty lucky so far. Looks like a decent amount of players have cleared out of the area, at least. Right now I'm just trying to pick up as many as we can at one time. We just pick up a large knapsack from one of them. That's really cool. We picked up a green as well. 13 stamina, 3 spirit. I don't think that's going to sell very well. But the 12 slot bag, that's amazing because we've been looking for upgrades for sure. That was kind of one of the next steps, I would say. And not having to spend a gold to upgrade that bag is really sweet. Let's move some of this stuff around a little bit. Just make some room. 2 slots doesn't sound like a lot, but that is plenty. Yeah, so at the moment we've got a ton of players here now, once again, but it seems like these elementals are starting to respawn a little bit faster now. So maybe that trend will continue. That would be nice. I'll stick around for another 10 seconds or so, and then I think we'll move on. It's just way too crowded here. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else at the moment, so I think we'll look to move on. Let's collect the rest of what we need from the wildlife. Still need plenty of these coyotes. And I think we need one more buzzard wing, if I'm not mistaken. And I think that's probably going to be it. Oh, we've got some ogres. This should get interesting. I think these are the ogres that that we would see with the boss that we killed in the last episode, potentially. I don't see the boss, but that's because I think most of the time people probably just pick them off. And take their loot and then get out. Yeah, just picked up another green. The Aurora Bracers. 2 stam, 8 intellect. I think somebody will want that. It's weird that I can't move stuff around in my bags in combat. I always found that a little bit odd. I wonder if that's just the add-on or if that's just how it works in general. Buzzard wing is definitely being very stubborn. And another green drop. Been getting a lot of those. This one also leather, 8 strength, 7 agility. It's not going to be used by many. That would be a great pair of feral gloves, I would say. We can give it a shot and see what happens. I'm just taking a quick look at the map to see what else we need. We only need one more elemental shard for the reagent run. I think we're going to need some other stuff for that. I think part of the reagent run can be done in other zones too. Like, you don't have to get all of the materials from the Badlands. I actually don't even know if you can get all of them from the Badlands. Okay, yeah, these bindings, by the way, these are not happening until at least level 50, so we're gonna drop Broken Alliances for now. I had a feeling it was too good to be true when I saw that chest piece. And who knows, that chest piece at level 50 might not be as worth it as it is right now at level 41. So we'll see. Let's see if we can grab that last buzzard while we're in the area. Although this pile of bones here seems to be pretty cleared out at the moment. Guess we can check back in with the rock elementals. Yeah, other than the remaining animal parts, it's really just the stuff up by Oldemon, which we can, we can do some of this stuff outside the instance, I suppose. That's it for the coyote parts. I don't think we need any more coyotes from here on out. So let's see if we can steal a couple more of these lesser elementals. I don't see any bodies, leading me to believe that maybe they'll respawn soon. No, I feel like this quest is just going to be a waste of time. Honestly, it's too close to Kargath. It's, the first quest, one of the first quests you're going to get when you come into the Badlands. It just feels like it's going to be too difficult to manage. Looks like we've got a trail of bodies to skin, though. Some of them weren't looted, unfortunately. And now we're just kind of running around looking for that last buzzard that we need. It's going to be pretty difficult to find anywhere outside of that one spot, so maybe we'll just head back in that direction and we'll check the bones again. Yep, still very, very crowded. Alright, I guess we're going to just have to try our luck throughout the rest of the zone. We'll head south, we'll see if we can find a couple down here where maybe there'll be less players. A couple birds and still nothing. I feel like I'm starting to feel like we got pretty lucky then with those first 3 buzzard wings, because we picked up everything else that we needed very, very fast. Still nothing. Picked up another green though. Ooh, headpiece. Male, 11 agility, 11 spirit. Oh, this is definitely, I mean, this is definitely got to be an upgrade, right? It's the same level as what we have right now. It's 1 less agility, and we're essentially swapping the stamina for the spirit, but it's a 100 armor, like, bonus, basically. What does this look like? Because it could sell for something as well. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. I think we'll go with it. Jazzeraint Helm of the Wolf. Interesting. Let's take this on first before we equip it. We are going to miss out on a little bit of gold, but Honestly, I think that's okay. It's just nice having new pieces of gear to equip. I feel like we've had the same stuff for quite a long time now. Alright, there are not that many buzzards. Looks like there could be a few sprinkled around the area over here. And maybe we can take on some rock elementals while we're down here as well to collect that last shard. So I think that turn-in is also going to be down south. And man, yeah, just like the ones up north, not seeing a whole lot of rock elementals over here either. So yeah, we might just have to skip that quest line altogether at this rate. God, yeah, there really is just like nothing up here. That is wild. Still missing that last shard, unfortunately. Man, this quest has just been nothing but pain so far. Please, anybody. I will take a single shard. There we go, finally. I can put one of those quests behind us at least. At least that portion of it. That's for the region run. Trying to figure out what else we're gonna need for that reagent run. It looks like whatever it is not going to come from the Badlands. So we might have to do some zone hopping in the coming episodes. Might have to visit a few to find what we need. Let's take a look at the quest itself. Oh no, we did complete it. Okay. All right. Yeah, so we're really just looking for that last buzzard wing. Full inventory is definitely obnoxious. Definitely got to wrap this up as quickly as we can. So let's try to ignore everything else at the moment and just get that last wing. And there it is, the last buzzard wing. Perfect. So we're going to go ahead and turn that quest in right in the middle of the zone there at that goblin camp. And then I kind of have a decision to make, I guess, from there. There's some Oldemon quests that we can take care of outside of the instance. Which we could try. I think those are going to take a bit longer. I might want to just dedicate entire episodes to those in particular. So instead, we can maybe check out... we should be able to get our new abilities once we turn all of this other stuff in. So I think maybe that's what we'll focus on. We'll try to get some new abilities. We got a lot of stuff to vendor and post on the auction house. We also got to get the frost oil from the auction house as well.
Oh, do I have a deal
Hopefully
for
this
you?
little camp here does have a vendor, which is great because we definitely needed it. And we are carrying around way too many quest items at the moment. It's just far too much.
Glad I could help.
I got the best deals anywhere.
Alright, barbecued buzzard wings
Have a
are
good
coming
one.
right up.
Keep it real.
We did get a recipe for that, and it's already known. I guess we've learned it from some other vendor or something. So we can get rid of that stuff too. And let's get back to Kargath. And yeah, since there's so many other zones like open to us right now that we could go to, I'm probably going to be okay just dropping this rock elemental quest line. Just in general, I cannot see it being worth it. Just kind of waiting around. Alright, we are back in Kargath. We've got at least 2 quests to turn in.
Speak, friend. For the Horde.
And while we're here at the inn too, let's see if we can purchase some new
What are you looking for?
water. So we were using the sweet nectar. I think we can upgrade to the moonberry juice now. But we'll still use our last 5 sweet nectar while we have it.
Relax. Okie dokie.
And now we've got Oldemon reagent run. 12 magenta fungus caps. Yeah, I remember these being kind of difficult to get, but I think... yeah, I think these... Some of them... You can find some of them outside the instance, but I do think you can find them inside as well. The problem with them is that the Oldemon inside the instance is pretty massive, and there are areas of the dungeon that are not required. So there's a lot of dungeon groups that tend to skip over, you know, just large portions of the dungeon that actually have some of the quest items within them. And of course, just like any other thing you collect off of the ground, you know, similar to the Serpent Bloom from Wailing Caverns, you're going to be in competition with a lot of people in the dungeon for those items. So it could get a little messy sometimes, and Oldemon is not a dungeon that I would like to run multiple times. I would like to just do kind of a one and done thing. It depends what kind of gear we can get from there, though. I think the big thing from Oldemon, if I remember correctly, is a different weapon, like a blue weapon, specifically a melee weapon, not a ranged weapon. But I can't remember what else was in the dungeon. So we just need a few more kills here to hit level 42. And then we're going to get a massive DPS increase from that new bow that we picked up from the vendor. I think it was in between episodes too. I just kind of stumbled upon it while I was restocking my ammo. And there it is, level 42. We're in the marksmanship tree now. We're just going to dump our points into efficiency for the time being. And then lethal shots, and then aimed shot again. It's pretty simple path, I would say. Pretty obvious path. And I'm going to hearth back to the crossroads and take a flight to Thunder Bluff for the time being. It feels good to have all of this stuff, or at least most of it, out of our inventory. I am going to drop Study of the Elements for rock. I'm just going to get that thing out of our inventory too. And then I've got some decisions to make on what I want to try to do next. So we're going to drop Voral's Revenge now since it's gray to us. That's fine. We're going to do Oldemon soon, for sure. I might want to go back to Desolace for a little bit. There's a couple of quests that we can wrap up the zone with. And I quite liked Desolace a lot, actually, when we had our several episodes in a row, taking on kind of the whole zone all together. I would like to complete that breadcrumb before we go into Oldemon as well, back in Stonard in the Swamp of Sorrows, just because it was a pretty hefty chunk of experience. And I have to remember that Swamp of Sorrows is a zone that we can do in it of itself. There's a couple of quests there for sure that are right around our level. I just want to make sure we wrap up anything that is particularly green at the moment. Which is mostly going to come from Desolace, I would say. I think we're definitely past the point where we're taking on anything at the Shimmering Flats. I think that is done and over with. So yeah, Swamp of Sorrows makes a lot of sense. There's some stuff in Stranglethorn that still makes a lot of sense. And then we're going to start moving into the Hinterlands and Daenerys and Feralis as well. back in Thunderbluff once again. I don't know if you can mount up in between these, like these little buildings and whatnot between the different rises. Probably not. Yeah, I didn't think so. So probably just best we leave Aspect of the Cheetah on. We're going to check our trainer real quick. I don't know if we're going to have enough money to actually purchase any abilities. We've only got 6 gold. So that's pretty unfortunate. And the pet training has been rough. It takes so long to generate loyalty or training points, whatever they're called. At this point.
Well met.
So I can't get. It's like it doesn't even make sense to pick up new upgrades anyway from the pet trainer. All right, so for level 42, what do we have? New rank of Serpent Sting. Yeah, we're definitely going to want that. Oh, we missed. Oh no, multi-shot is also at 42. Interesting. Yeah, we're going to want both of those for sure. We use those all the time. And then that's kind of it. You know, there's so many abilities that we just have been ignoring that we don't use too often. I would like to purchase all of our abilities at some point just for completionist sake. Oh yeah, the new multi-shot's going to feel really good. Serpent Sting not as much. That increase isn't as substantial. But I'm glad we got that out of the way with less than 6 gold. That's good. And we're going to go check the auction house now. I guess we can try to buy some arrows as well. Those are also starting to get expensive. Oh, let's equip that new bow. Of course, the massive bow. Looks pretty good. I guess all the bows in general just kind of look pretty generic. But it is a significant damage increase. It's like a 50% increase. So we are definitely looking forward to what that's going to look like in the episodes to come. Let's get those arrows first.
Ah, I have just the thing for you.
But yeah, this is the vendor that I found it at. She just randomly had this level 42 bow that happens to be really good, and a bow that you cannot find on the auction house either, because I checked. So there was a chance we could have sold it for quite a lot, just based on the scarcity of ranged weapons. Let's run an Auctionator scan, and then we'll post all this stuff. Hopefully it is worth enough. We are, of course, keeping our skins now, and we're actually going to use them to level. Alright, this ring has not been posted at all, so I feel like we can get a little bit greedy with this one. 8 strength is kind of crazy for this level, so I'm going to try 5 gold and see how that goes. So other stuff is definitely going to be a lot cheaper. Earth actually going for a gold and 40 silver. That's pretty significant. This can be vendored because we don't need that anymore. And we're keeping the cloth as well. Should start working on Mage Weave soon. I think we're going to start collecting that and seeing that more often. Frost oil. Frost oil. How expensive are you going to be? 2 gold. Okay. We can live with that, but we can't, unfortunately we cannot purchase that right now, so we're going to have to wait for some of our auctions to process before we can do that. Don't think maybe we can sell enough. Okay, yeah, maybe that's enough between the headband and the bow. Let's grab this now. Keep it in our mailbox until we get to Kargath. That's going to be it for the most part. I think I'll try real quick. Let's see if we can do anything with this leather while we're here in Thunderbluff. Can probably make a couple things. It's been a while since I've opened up our leatherworking window here.
Looking for something special?
What can we make? Heavy arm kits are still yellow to us. Which is definitely interesting, and it's probably going to be the way to go. Because I do not see anything else that would be even remotely better. So, yeah, we'll work on these heavy armor kits. Try to just make 10. And we could actually use them too. I'm sure we've got pieces of gear that are missing these. Okay, they just turned green at 180 leatherworking. Hopefully we still get some points for them. So far just 1. Yeah, we're gonna have to move on to something else, I think, moving forward, but we got up to 183. It definitely could be worse, that's for sure.
Goodbye.
And of course, Bagnon is not letting me use it. That happens all the time. Yeah, we can put this on, 3 pieces of gear. Alright, very cool. We can post the rest of those on the auction house. Alright, very, very cool. Guys, I think that's going to do it for me for today. I've got some decisions to make, I think, for the next episode. I would like to finish Desolus before those quests become gray. We've got the breadcrumb to turn in at Stonard. We've got the frost oil in hand that we can now turn in at the Badlands. And of course we've got Alderman on the horizon at some point. Maybe a couple episodes from now. We'll see though. As always, I really appreciate you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care.